Fred Kimkung and Werangai, please come forward.
Your Excellency, former President Uhuru Kenyatta, Prime Cabinet Secretary, Minister Musalia Mudavadi, Speaker Moses Wetangula, and Chairman Gideon Moi, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be very brief today because I had the opportunity to eulogize my friend in Nairobi, and I would not like to repeat that because we have a lot of guests today. In summary, I lived and worked with Jirongo for very many years, actually decades, over 3.5 decades. We were very close friends. He trusted me, and I trusted him. Many times when you meet people in the course of your life, you realize that the most sensitive of all human emotions is trust. That is this person telling me what is in his heart or is telling me with his mouth? With Jirongo, what you saw is what you got. What he said is what he meant. You didn't have to double read him. I would like then to take this opportunity to first give my assurance. I heard your words, Nyokabi, and it is true that I have not only been a nominee of Jirongo in many companies, we share very many things together, and it is my duty and honor to him to assure you as a family that I'm obligated to full disclosure of everything within my knowledge and my possession, because I hold even certain trusts to Jirongo's property, and I am a shareholder in some of the businesses he has been doing. So be rest assured, we have our lawyers who have been with him for many years, including Speaker has done legal work for Jirongo before. We have people like Koyoko, who has been handling the latest of his dealings. I saw here John Wambugu, who has fought for him for a long time. And for these gentlemen and ladies, I wish to salute you. You have been true friends. This ugali, this famous ugali of Jirongo, just give me a minute. This famous ugali Jirongo used to eat at lunchtime. Many people I see here today, including politicians, I met at that ugali table. Unfortunately, and my war with Cyrus for a long time, I think, and I told him, Cyrus, if you left politics, you are actually the Dangote of not only Kenya, but this region, because Cyrus's mind and brains was way ahead of our time. The man was brilliant. The man could do things that some would only imagine. By the time he started doing his estates, including Hazina, Saika, and Kemri, Jirongo was hardly 29. By the time we were getting into YK, he was turning 31, and he had already built an empire. Contrary to public opinion, people believed Jirongo made money in politics. I say the contrary. Jirongo actually lost most of what he worked for during his engagement with politics. And the politicians who he supported, even in this region, just 1 minute. The politicians he supported in this region for a long time were there for him when he was able to also assist them to get to parliament. But when they got to parliament, most of them abandoned Jirongo, and that is the truth. With those many and few words, I would just like to say very briefly, Honorable Gideon Moi, I salute you. I thank you for what you've done to your brother to his death. From the very beginning, from the time he started having issues with his estate, you've always come out and supported him. Every time he's had a funeral or whatever, you've always been the one who's provided us with transport. When I came to see you over this issue, it did not take you a second to make a decision. I salute you. In finishing, I also want to acknowledge that from Western Kenya, when Jirongo was under political siege, there were some people who stood with him, including the late Michael Kijana Wamalwa, the late Martin Shikuku, and J.J. Mugala, who was then head of KOTU. These are the people who stood up from Western Kenya and protected Jirongo when he was under siege for nothing that he had done himself. I would like to appreciate their efforts. The people who have been his partners, some of who are here, kindly, when we'll have time, you'll sit with the family. I would like you to meet them and their lawyers so that you define a way forward that will make his family progress. And with that, I say asante sana, Mungu awabariki, amen.